Good morning, everybody. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Thank you for coming to my channel. I'm going to continue to work on my flip-flop journal tomorrow, but I had this other journal that I really wanted to show you and go through. This is a really good example of a junk journal. And what a junk journal is a handmade book made from repurposed materials that normally get thrown away, such as newspapers, scrapbooking paper, magazines, envelopes, book pages, and the cover can be made of old book covers, large envelopes, and chipboard. So that's kind of the definition of what a junk journal is. This junk journal I made, I just noticed that some of the paper's coming up. So I'll just glue that down. Sometimes it takes a minute for this glue to, there we go. And it doesn't have to be all the way down because these butterflies, the wings are kind of sticking up a little bit, which I like. Those are just from Dollar Tree. I did make it's a little plate made out of paper, like they call it a book plate. I just covered it with scrapbooking paper, some scraps that I had, and I actually took a piece of cardboard and I covered it and I wrapped it on the back like a present. And then I did the same thing with this little title that I put on the book, which says grateful. So this is my gratitude journal, which I love. It's made out of a bag from Dollar Tree. I saw someone, I can't remember who it was, on YouTube, and if I ever, come across them again, I'll, give them credit. But I loved it. They just used a Dollar Tree bag. So that's what I did. And it's getting really chunky, but I love it. And here on the side in the front pocket, I did make a front pocket. It's a good place to keep some of your things that you're working on in the book. And some of the things that I have here are, these are tabs. I have some words. I found these, I'm trying to use up things, and I found these with some scrapbooking paper that I had. And I like the words, relax, restore, refresh. So I cut them out and put them all throughout the book. And then I love butterflies. So I found these stickers that I'm not using, so I've been putting those all throughout the book. Let's see, I just have little pieces of scrap that I can use. I also have a lot of wording and some little sayings like have a nice day, oh happy day, hello sunshine, beautiful. I have a lot of these and they're fun. Remember when, thinking of you. Then you can write about somebody that you were thinking about. Pretty flowers, hello lovely. I have multiples of these. Laugh, smile, love, so very blessed, oh how lovely. And some more scraps that I can use. Oh, here's some more words. Oh happy day. So I just love keeping these in the front of the book. Oh, I think I also have some butterflies and a flower that I'll glue in at some point, but it's nice to have everything right here in the pocket so you can go ahead and use it whenever you sit down and work in the book. I only work in this book every once in a while. I don't want to make it so I feel like I have to write in this book every day. I can't do that. I don't have that kind of time. So I just write in it when I feel like it, but let's go through it. So this is just some scrapbooking paper, some stickers, has the date. If I ever remember when I started this, I could put the date there. And then I use oracle cards and I write things down. I just pick them out randomly. And then I have another deck of cards that says relax. And you pick them out randomly, and you write whatever it says on that card for that day. Here's another one of those. It has a nice saying. It says, one kind word can change someone's entire day. And I believe that is true. We all need to try to be kind to one another, especially in this world that we live in. So today, I wrote something nice about my grandson, and then I tucked it in there, and then I put some more writing paper. This is an envelope, and I tucked a few things in there, little affirmations and things that I like to write over and over again, because then it helps you to remember it. Remember, read, write, remember. That's my motto. And then this is a quote about abundance. It says, I am abundant and prosperous. Money flows to me easily. And then you write it a few times. And that way you'll remember it. Let's see what else. So I have different pages that I've written things about. This is from one of the oracle cards. It says the setting sun, and it talks about aging and how we cope or don't cope with it. And then this is just a piece of scrapbooking paper with a little bird and a butterfly. And I love to put words all through the book. And some places I just glued things on and I didn't write anything. So later on I can put one of those words or little cards with the sayings in a spot like that. And then I also recycled calendars. I love recycling calendars because some of the images on calendars are beautiful and they have some great sayings. This one says, start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible, by Francis of Assisi. So that's a pretty cool one. This one says, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And that's by Helen Keller. So I have another book that it's all quotes from people. And I just look through it, get a quote. I can write them on my little pieces of paper, or I can cut them out and glue them in. Here's another place where I wrote out what was on the oracle card. This is another one. It says, I know the price of success, dedication, devotion, hard work, and unremitting desire for the thing you want to see happen. Frank Lloyd Wright. So there's lots of cool quotes and things and positive affirmations. This is just a place where I can come, clear my mind, introduce new ideas to myself, and just have some fun. I really love working in here. Here's another one. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. Winston Churchill. So, and then here is a little corner tuck spot. It's just a piece of scrapbooking paper that I decorated. And then there's some more things from the oracle cards. And then there's just another piece of paper. Sometimes, you just need extra places to write because what you put in there isn't enough. This one I love. This is just a piece of scrapbooking paper that I lined with some lined paper, and then I just folded it up, and now I put it in my belly band. A belly band is just a strip of paper that goes horizontally or vertically, and you can tuck things inside of it. And I love tissue paper. I love the sound of it. It's just yummy. I love it. And then, so there's more quotes and things I pulled out of that oracle book or the relax cards. Here is an actual oracle card. It says the face of wisdom. And then I would read this, and then I would write it, and hopefully I'll remember it. So that's just tucked into this little belly band. And it says, you're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think, which is a nice quote. This is a journal card It's a little crooked, actually, now that I look at it. I just made this out of some magazine pictures, and I made a little cluster of material on the top, and then I glued a flower on. It has a little tab, so you can slide it in and out of the belly band. This belly band now is vertical. The other one was horizontal. So here's a page right here that I can write on, and I put that wording that I had, and it says relax. So I can write something in here, and I think writing does relax us. It's definitely an exercise that we can all use to help us to relax, to de-stress a little bit. The thing about this book is it's not perfect. I'm not looking for perfection. It's fun. These are bright colors. These are totally different colors than I used in the in my flip-flop journal, but these are cheerful, bright colors that really kind of lift my day. So this is one of those adult coloring books that my daughter-in-law had given me. And here's a page right here, which I thought made the great center of the signature. And I can color this, and that's another activity you can do that helps to relax you. And I use the letters, this words again, and then this one is, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Isn't that true? So, and then this is just regular construction paper. This really is a junk journal, because I just took a bunch of stuff that I had and I threw it together, but I really love the way it looks. Now this one, it's ripping a little bit, and I can just come and just put a little bit of glue there. It's fine. If it comes up, it's paper. Just glue it back down. It's not a big deal. Hopefully that won't stick together. Give it a minute to dry. Excuse me. My allergies are acting up. I need to take a sip of my coffee. Let's see. So I have another word, plenty of place to write. This is graph paper. And these are just quotes and pictures from a calendar. Here's more spaces to write. Obviously, this whole book is about writing. There's plenty of places to write. So see, I've only worked in this much of the book. I still have this much to go, which is great. This book could take me 2 years to work in to actually finish it, but my goal isn't to finish it. My goal is to actually use it. This is another example of just a little flip that you can write in. Very easy. This one is a card that my daughter-in-law had given me, boxes full of these old flashcards. They are really, really old, but they make great bases for journaling cards. So I've been using them. And hey, it's another way to use them up, right? So there's something I can write on the back, and it's very solid. It's really nice to write on. And you could also even use it, if you flipped it over and you wanted to use it as a writing board, you could do that too. Let's see what else we have. And then another quote from a calendar. This is a little belly band. This is a tuck spot from this is just the top of an envelope that you can tuck something in. I decorate it with a sticker. That's the other thing, is I love putting stickers all over this. And this is the other side of the envelope where I just tucked in some paper that I can write on later. And then here's another spot to write, and then you could put another word up there. Here's some little pieces of paper that you can use to decorate. You can add words to them and then glue them somewhere in the book. And then this is just a pretty image that I had found. A lot of the things that are in this book are found items. This is also just another little flip that you can write on. There's another belly band. That's just the top of a piece of paper that I love the flowers. Here's some more things I recycled that we can just write on and use them in the journal. Excuse me again. My throat's a little... I have a frog in my throat today. Okay, let's see. Here's some more writing space. This says, the quest isn't who's going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. Ooh, that's a good one. This says, choose happy. More little pieces of paper to write on and decorate with. This is just a piece of parchment paper that I glued napkin onto. And it makes like a cool little envelope, like a little glassine bag. And I made a whole bunch of those, and I really need to start using them. And then more quotes. This says, everything you can imagine is real. And this one's, oh, happy day. And I'm going to put that somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. This is another envelope with some more writing paper in there. This is just paper from the dollar store. It's the paper that you stick to your refrigerator and make lists. But I just love this. This is perfect for this kind of a journal. So there's a lot of this paper throughout the whole journal. Here is another little pocket. Some more little spaces to write. Just covered the back. And just tuck that right in there. Here's some more papers to use for decorating, which I love that I have the papers in throughout the book. Sometimes I don't want to drag out all the stuff that's in the front of the book, but I can use what's right there. And then this is just a cluster. This actually came from my daughter's best friend's wedding, and I thought it was so beautiful that I didn't want to throw it away. You can see the tape is still on there from when I put it on my refrigerator. But I just covered up their information and put, you know, a quote from a calendar. And it has a beautiful floral image on the back, but you can write on there with the marker. And then I just thought these colors went well together. And I hope I'm straight. Here's a beautiful butterfly. Not really sure where I got that butterfly, but I just loved it. It looks like it's watercolor painting. And then here's some more writing spaces. This is just some old, I think it was a pad of paper, that sticky paper. But I kept it because it's pretty, and I think that was the last piece I had, so I decided to use it in my journal. And this says, make today amazing. And then this is also a little cluster tag. Oh no, collage tag that I made. And you can write across there. Or you could just glue an image on there or glue a quote. That's probably what I'll do. And then on the front, you can glue something. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll glue on this flower that I have. Now this is, I'm using Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac is fabulous. It's a very strong glue. It's great for gluing, you know, paper. It's also great for material. It's a strong glue, so that way I know when this dries, that flower's not coming off. And it's kind of the equivalent of hot glue, but it's not hot, and you're not going to burn yourself, which I do regularly. So I love using that glue. Okay, here's another oh no, that's not a belly band. That's a little flip, but there is a belly band here where you can stick something in there. Let me just show you. I'll just take one of these. And you just tuck it in there. I'll just leave that there for now, and I'll find a place to put it. I love this paper because it has lines already on it, and it's ready to write. Now, let's see this one. Oh, this is a flip out. This is an envelope that I just glued on, and then you flip it out, and this has a pocket right here. So I got to make a tag for that. This says, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Henry David Thoreau. I totally believe in that. And here's a spot to write your thoughts. And here's another little, can't get the edge there. I see there's a little bit coming up, but like I said, it's paper. Just glue it back down. It's okay. It's not fragile. It's just paper. Okay, that's what I love about this craft. It's like you don't have to be perfect. And I do have a tendency to want everything to be just right. But when I'm doing these kind of projects, I know that I can relax and I don't have to stress about perfection. Here is also a quote from these are from the Oracle card that I pull for that particular day. And then there's room for like 3 more. 2 more. And then, that whole little booklet will be done. And this little booklet, all it is just scrap paper, graph paper, some old, just yellow paper, line paper. And this is just some, I think it's tea-dyed paper. And then I just folded over a piece of paper on top, glued it on. This also looks like it could use something right there because it looks like I ripped something off of there. So a great way to cover that up is to just glue something over it. And look at that. Nice. Easy. Looks like there's something sticking on there. Okay, so once that dries, it's not coming off. So that just tucks right in there. This is made out of an envelope. And I just love the combination of this from a calendar with this. It just goes great together. This is just more writing space. This is some coffee dyed paper. I'll have to show you guys one day how I do coffee dyeing. I do tea dyeing, avocado, onion, and you can dye your papers different colors. Avocado turns the paper purple, and the onion turns it kind of an orangey yellow. And then obviously the coffee and the tea dye it brown, but I love how this is all stained and it's just very cool looking. And then on the other side, I just put a quote. The secret of happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage. Very cool. All right, and here is, I think this came from the dollar store. This is a hummingbird. I love hummingbirds. I have 3 hummingbird feeders out in the yard, and I've barely seen one. My husband sees them all the time. He's always like, there's a hummingbird, come look. And as soon as I go out there to look, it's gone. I did see one fly across my front yard when I was doing dishes yesterday, but it went so fast you can't even see them. So I'm dying to see some more hummingbirds. So I'm going out this weekend and buying some hanging plants that they love. And I'll put them right near the hummingbird feeders, and that way it'll attract them, and then we'll see them. This is a great spot to put one of those quotes right here. This is just a picture frame, or, a frame. It came with a scrapbooking kit. And it's not something I would typically use, but it looks great in here, so I used it. This is brown paper bag. I love recycling paper bags. This is another little belly band that you could stick something in. More writing space. This is nice because it has the days of the week, and you could just write a little, what's coming up and what you plan to do. Excuse me, I'm going to have some coffee. This is ledger paper. I love the color of this. More writing space. There's more of that paper that I got from the Dollar Tree. I love it. And then here's another envelope. It says, you are my sunshine. And you use the top as a little tuck spot. So I can tuck something in there. Here's the other side. I've got some more paper in there. This is just an image from a magazine. And this is just some strips from scrapbooking. You can just cut them, use them, put words on them, put quotes on them. You can write anything you want. Let's see. This is just paper bag again. I was able to get it flat because I burnished it. I remember telling you the other day that if you glue your paper, but then you burnish it like this, pushes all the air out, and it just sticks really nicely. So, and it makes, if it's wrinkly, it makes it flat, which is also nice. So this is a place where you could just plan out an activity or something that's coming up in your life. And then this is also another piece from a calendar. And it's, I put to-do list up there. This says laugh, smile, love, and I just love that crinkly paper. Another little belly band. This is just scrapbooking paper. Let's see. I just put one of those words that I had, and I kind of framed it out. This is that paper that I have. It was just sticky notes, and this must have been one of the last ones. So I used it to, I'm just gluing down the corner. I can see it's coming up. So, more stickers. Here's more place to write. I love this paper. It just goes so good in this book. And here's another place to write notes. This is just construction paper that I framed out with washi tape. And remember, when you use your washi tape, make sure that you put glue on the back of it, because washi tape, it's not a permanent tape. It's a temporary tape. But if you glue it, it becomes a permanent tape. And then more quotes from the calendar. And this says change is good. So you can write about different changes. You know, we all have changes happening in our lives all the time. Sometimes we have to write about it. You know, get it off our chest, and that way we feel better about it and we can deal with it better. This is, remember, you could put a picture here and then write about the event or the person. Here's that paper again. Like I said, this is all throughout the book, and I just love it. This is another flip. This is just a, let's see. Oh, this is part of that calendar. I just recycled it, and it just flips, and you can write here with a marker, because it is a shiny surface, and sometimes writing with a pen or a pencil does not work on this. A permanent marker would work great here. And then here, there's a little spot on the outside, and I just use part of the calendar because I just love the colors. And inside, I put a little corner tuck, and here's some more paper to write on. Just a scrap of something. This is just construction paper glued down, talking about change again, so it's nice to have a place to write about that. Come forth into the light of things. Let nature be your teacher. That came off of a calendar, and so didn't this, and I just love the images. Here, again, you could put a photo. Everything you can imagine is real. I love these quotes. And here's some more of that paper. Here is, this is the, I believe this is the last signature. It is. This is a 2-signature journal. This is adult coloring pages again, and I love that. I haven't done them yet, but I love that I have them here, so when I do feel like doing it, they're right there in my book. More places to write. This one is glued on. This one is not. You just take it out, write on it. You could fold it up. Let's see. It says, follow your heart and dream. I love this one. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Isn't that true? And this just says create. You could just put, you know, an idea that you want to create. Maybe it's another journal that I want to make. And then I can just write about it, maybe make a list of things I need to go through and find to start that project. More writing paper. This one's, I like this one. It says find out. So if you need to look something up, or if you have websites that you want to keep track of, or YouTube channels or anything like that, you can just write a list right here. And that way when you want to refer back to it, it's right there in your book. And this one is setting goals. If you have some goals that you'd like to meet, This is a great place to write them down. And then once in a while, go back and see if you've met some of those goals. And here's just more construction paper. It has washi tape framing it. This is great to write on. I love the feel of it too. It's a little rough, but it really is nice. I would not recommend using a permanent marker on this. It will come through on the back. So I would definitely write with a pen on that spot. And it says, so grateful. You can write about things in your life that you're grateful for. I do that quite a bit. That's what this whole book is all about. It's being grateful for everything that you have and all the people in your life. This is also from the Dollar Tree. This came with some kind of a party pack that had plates and napkins, a tablecloth, and these were just like little decorations, and I loved it. So I glued that on, and I stuck a little piece that looked like a leaf, and I really enjoy that. This is another one of those little bags I made out of parchment paper, and I just glued on napkin. And I love the feel of it. I love the way it looks. Kind of crinkly when you open it. And then I just stuck some paper that I had. More notebook paper. And I just stuck that in there. It's a great place to write. And let's see. Kindness changes everything. I do believe that. This is more of that crinkly. This isn't is this parchment paper? This is more like tracing paper, but I love the sound of it. And then there's more tabs. Those little tabs that I showed you, I can actually go back. These little tabs, it's called a whale tail punch. And you punch it out all at once, and then what you do is you fold it in half. You add a little bit of glue. Why don't we do one right now? You add a little bit of glue on either side and find a spot in your book where you want to put it. And just add it. So I can add it right here because this one doesn't have one. And I'll add it down here. And I used random scrapbooking paper to make these. Just trying to use up some scraps. It's a great way to do that. And you just glue it on. And you're ready to go. All right, there you go. So let's see, did I miss anything? This is more of the same. It's just writing ideas and things you might want to do that week for that idea. This one says lucky girl. A breath of fresh air, and you can just write some positive affirmations, positive quotes, positive experiences you've had in your life. And this is that graph paper again, and here's some more calendar. And this is just scrapbooking paper. I love the butterflies. Here again, we have more scraps that we can use throughout the book. Butterflies. This book has a butterfly theme. And this is one of those belly bands that's a vertical one. This is just a piece of paper I found in my scrapbooking papers. Probably came, you know, with a kit or something that I didn't use, but I still kept it. So time to use it. And then this is a flip. It's just a piece of paper glued to another piece of paper. And it's a great place to write. I'm going to probably put a quote there. I'll write on the back and you flip it. And then here, this is a recycled calendar. And it's a great place to write. Change is good. Yeah, it is. Sometimes it's not, but, you know, you got to think of it in a positive way. Here's another belly band. Here's another quote. Here's some more papers in here that I just keep for decorating. These are little tags. You can write on them and then just stick them someplace. I love having these throughout the book. It's just a strip of paper that you might need on the side of the page. You could put words across it. It's a great way to recycle your old scraps. This is the edging of a piece of paper, and I just loved it and didn't want to throw it away. So I figured I'd use it in my book so I can give it another life. All right, so let's see what we have here. This is another pocket I made out of, it's just scrapbooking paper. This came from a scrapbooking kit. And I can just cut these out and use them to decorate. Here's another tag. These are already pre-made. You can put a little thread in the top, right on the back, and then put it in. And here's another one of those word cards. And then this is a flip out. This is using a calendar again. This is an envelope on the back here that I just glued everything onto. It's kind of a clustery look. And it's glued onto music paper, which I love music paper. And this one is another belly band. It says Hip Chick. This one says Grateful. I love that color combination. And this one says, in a field of roses, you are a wildflower. I love that. And then this one says Beautiful. And then this is another belly band where you just tuck in some paper. It's got a little tab on it. Makes it easy to move the pages. This is, I made a bookmark when I was in a book club with my friends. And it says, from every book, invisible threads reach out to other books. And as the mind comes to use and control those threads, the whole panorama of the world's life, past and present, becomes constantly more varied and interesting, while at the same time, the mind's own power of reflection and judgment are exercised and strengthened. And that's from Helen E. Haynes. I love that. And then in the back, I just have some cards that I had found that they have positive affirmations. And I love those. You can put those anywhere in the book. And lastly, this is from a planner. And it's this plastic page. And I just loved it, and I hated to throw it away. So I cut it down to a size that I can use. And you can take a piece of paper and you can just use it to write on. Along on my... So it says, thanks for coming along on my journey. I'd like to thank you all for watching and for visiting my channel. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I do. I love it. And I will see you in the next video. Tomorrow, I want to keep working on my junk journal. I think I have maybe 3 more times to work in it. I've got to finish covering some of the pages, decorating, and then we'll do a final flip through. So thank you and happy crafting.